Certain things God wants you to give up or sacrifice to meet your spouse. Number 1. Let greediness go. You cannot be greedy if you really want to meet the person for you. Being greedy means you want everything good for yourself alone, and you're never satisfied. God does not want this kind of attitude in a relationship that He will be a part of. You need to let the spirit of greediness leave your life if you ever want to meet the perfect person for you. You should pray to God to help you eliminate this spirit in your life. There is nothing God cannot do, and He is ready to help you destroy the spirit from your life completely. Being greedy is never good for a fruitful relationship. Your partner will not enjoy the relationship with you, and this means that the relationship might be one-sided. That is, even if you love your partner, because it could be that you are just with the person because of what you're getting or what you're hoping to get from your partner. It's very important to be contented with what you have. This does not mean that you should not aspire to be someone great, but it should never be at the expense of other people's feelings. God wants you to let go of this greediness before He sends the right person your way. Number 2, let go of lust. Lust is never a good reason to be in a relationship. It just means that you're there to fill your physical desires, and once that is done, you do not mind letting go of your partner. If you're truly in love, you do not go into a relationship because you lust over someone's body or you just have sexual desires that you fantasize over the person. You need to get rid of this mindset and be free from all the lust shackles of life. It's true that it is important to be physically attracted, but emotional attraction should be a priority because it's easy to mold someone to your taste physically, but it's almost impossible to do that when it comes to emotion. If you're trying to meet the perfect person, you need to let lust go and try to go into a relationship with the purest of intentions. Only if you do this will you be able to prove to God that you are truly ready to be in a relationship, and only then will God send the perfect person to you. If not, it means you're not ready, and God will not send that person your way. This is part of the ways that God builds people for marriage. Until you get rid of that lust, you will never meet a real one, and this will affect your relationship. Number 3, let go of your love for material things. You cannot take your love for material things into a relationship. This means that you might be judging your partner's commitment with how much gifts they have gotten for you. This needs to stop if you're hoping to get into a successful relationship. If you're always judging people based on how much they have spent on you, and then your relationship will be a joke because you would always see people that are doing better than your spouse financially. So this means that you will keep jumping from one relationship to another, looking for the next rich person. You need to compose yourself and learn to be contented with what you have. Learn to let go of the love of material things, and if you cannot, learn to get those things yourself and not put unnecessary pressure on your partner. Until you're able to achieve this, God will not send the perfect person your way. When you're ready to let go of this, then the right person will walk into your life. Number 4, stop lying. You should stop lying to the people you claim to love. Lies will get you nowhere. It would only end up destroying your relationship. You need to be truthful to really keep a relationship going. God is never in support of lies, no matter the situation. As a true believer, you should be able to say the truth in all situations. Lying does not do anything good for a relationship. Instead, it delays the progress of a relationship and also delays God's blessings that He has already planned for that relationship. No matter what's going on in your marriage, you should never think of lying. It's never the answer, and when your partner learns the truth, they will never trust you again, and this will eventually bring to an end of your relationship. God will never support a relationship that's built on lies, and He sure will not bless that relationship. Until you give up the habit of lying, you will never find the perfect person for you, and God is purposely withholding that person from entering into your life because it's very obvious that you're not ready for a relationship. Number 5, give up immoral acts. There is nothing sweet about acting immorally. Though many people find it interesting, they do not factor in the repercussions that it has on their future. There is no immoral act that will go unpunished. They will all have an effect on your future. You need to be brave enough to give up immorality, because only then can you truly keep a decent relationship. There's nothing wrong with living a moral life. That is exactly what God wants for you. And you need to be able to do this if you really want to show to God that you're ready for the right person in your life. God will always bring the perfect person into your life after he has seen that you are ready to be in a relationship. Being immoral will definitely end your relationship. God definitely wants you to give up immorality before he sends the perfect person for you. When you finally achieve this, God will intervene in your relationship, and you will have the best relationship that you've always wished to have. Number 6. Give up ungodly things. Definitely God is against anything that is ungodly. God wants you to live in a biblical manner before he is sure you are ready to be in a relationship. Living in an ungodly way is never a way to progress. It is obvious you're just wasting your time, because God is not in support of this kind of life, and you need God's help to be able to keep a steady and growing relationship before you can even think of getting married. God will not give you your heart's desires if you keep living in an ungodly way. This is a way that God is not in support of your lifestyle. If you really want to be in a relationship that you've always dreamt of, you need to live in a godly way. You need to start praying to God and keep your hopes alive that one day he would surely come to your rescue. There is nothing that is too difficult for God to do. Sometimes he just takes his time to make sure that he is sending you that blessing at the right time. God knows everything that's going on in this world. He sees your heart, and he knows your heart's desires. He surely knows what is best for you, and when the time comes, he will surely do what is best for you. Giving up on an ungodly life is definitely one thing that God wants for you before he sends that perfect person your way. Number 7, stop being selfish. You need to look inward and find out what you can actually do to help people. Everything should not be about you. You need to be able to put other people's feelings into consideration. You cannot always be thinking about yourself alone. You need to be able to make sacrifices for people around you. There would always be someone that you should be able to make sacrifices for, because if you're not willing to make sacrifices for that special person in your life, then there's absolutely no point in being in a relationship with that person. Until you are able to make sacrifices for that person, God will not send the right person your way. Number 8, sacrifice your time. You need to be able to squeeze that special someone into your time, no matter how busy your schedule seems. You need to be able to make time for them if you really love them. This is what being in love is all about. You need to always want to spend time with them. Make time for that person special to you. When you can make these changes in your life, God will definitely send the perfect person for you. Number 9, sacrifice your space. It is okay that sometimes you really want to be alone. During these periods, you should also know that there are people that want to be there for you. No matter the situation, you should never shut them out of your life. Look for a way to make them feel part of your life, like they want to be. Learn to sacrifice your space to accommodate that special person. If you can do this, then God will surely send the perfect person into your life.